Hi everyone, it's Paralympian Jake Templeton here, and in this week's home workout I'm providing a shoulder or upper body band warm-up style routine that you can do before jumping in the pool or as part of your daily movement wellness program. Now there's 8 exercises all up, lasting 30 seconds each with 15 seconds rest. So I'll get into more of why I'm doing this in a second, but this first exercise is the swimmer's catch. So keeping elbows high, your back flat. Now you can't see my back, but I've got a tabletop back, and just internally rotating up the shoulder. So keeping that upper arm relatively stable, the elbow relatively stable in a fixed position, and just internally rotating, just like you do at the front of your freestyle catch. Now, the reason I'm doing this routine is because it's really important to warm the shoulders up for injury prevention before you swim, because we do so many rotations and so many movements with the shoulders when swimming that you want to make sure they're warm also before you jump in the pool. So whether it's before getting in the pool, whether it's for a daily wellness routine, like I said, it's really important to do this sort of movements, these exercises, because it really does help with the integrity of your shoulders. So the second exercise is a straight arm bent over lat pull, so tabletop back position again, and you can't see that just because of the orientation of the camera, but just trying to keep those arms relatively still and just utilizing your lats as best you can. Exercise number 3, now all of these are with a band, is external rotation. So trying to keep your elbows as close to your body as you can, staying nice and tall. You can retract the shoulder blades a little bit, but the ultimate goal here is to externally rotate. So trying to get your forearm outside your elbow and trying to keep the wrists as firm as you can. Nice and slow and controlled for all of these exercises. You don't need to go fast. I mean, you can if you like, if you do have great control, but that's not the goal. The goal is to warm up properly if you're about to jump in the pool. The next exercise is overhead tricep extension, so standing on the band, keeping the upper arm relatively fixed and elbows relatively fixed as well, just extending at the elbow. So you'll feel a burn in the back of your upper arm. This is important for the finish of most of the swimming strokes, where you press to extend the arm to get that last little bit of extension and press and pull to maximize your propulsion through the water. Moving on now, I've got this next exercise which I've called the two-way pull apart. So keeping the band in front at first, pulling apart to retract the shoulder blades and open up the chest. You'll feel this in your posterior muscles and overhead as well. Just opening up, trying to keep the arms as straight as you can and just exercise that control. So all of these exercises, like I said, are all about control and just trying to warm up as best as you can. You've got many muscles up around your shoulder area, so trying to warm each of these up as best you can is important. The following exercise is a wrist exercise. So when you swim, you want to be nice and firm through your wrists to create that paddle to pull the water as best you can. So to start with, I've just got wrist extension, and then the other way I've got wrist flexion. So as you'll see here, arms straight out in front, just flexing at the wrist. Obviously trying to work both ways here to get a nice firm wrist so that you can pull as best you can when you're in the water. So the second last exercise now is a reverse fly. So standing on the band again, bent over. You don't have to have a tabletop back, and you can have a little bit of a bend in your elbows when doing this, but just try and retract your shoulder blades and use those posterior muscles as best you can. So once again, in that concentric phase, try and have nice control, and same on the eccentric phase as well, which is the lowering phase. Final exercise is the band press. So stand inside the band, just like a push-up movement or a bench press style movement. Doesn't have to have too much load though, because remember, this is a warm-up. Just exercising that control again. And the hard or challenging phase will be the press, but make sure you do have that control on the way in. So press to extension at the elbows, try and lock out, and then bring it back into your chest. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or if you'd like to learn more, check out the comments. Cheers.